7th inside to Captain Kirk, and Team Best is 8th. 3/4 of a mile, Captain Midnight over there in 1:22 wide. Coming out of the turn was Captain Midnight, and here's Tall Dark Stranger sinking his claws into Captain Midnight and blew right by. And it's Tall Dark Stranger to the front. Back into second is Captain Midnight. Rushing up from the backfield, here comes Pappy Rob Hanover. Tall Dark Stranger, he's the one with the target on his back tonight. Pappy Rob Hanover, can he get him? No. Tall Dark Stranger wins the Metro by a half a length in 1:49.1, a stakes record performance, and he's tied the track record.
That was Tall Dark Stranger last Saturday on the program, winning the Metro Pace and remaining undefeated. Looking forward to seeing him back here in just a few weeks for the Breeders' Crown. And one of his owners, prominent owner, Marvin Katz, now joining me from Lexington, Kentucky. How are you doing, Marvin?
I'm great. The weather down here is terrific. Always enjoy being in Lexington.
Well, we talked about it in a few weeks. This place is going to be a buzz because we are fortunate to play host to this year's Breeders' Crown Championships on October 25th and 26th. And of course, you're going to be a big part of it, not only as an owner with a bunch of horses. I'm sure you'll be well represented, but you and your partner Al Libfeld Cats Breeding Partnership, corporate sponsors this year. And I'm sure that was an easy decision for you to be a part of this.
It was. We actually considered it from the time we were at Hoosier Park, and then subsequently when the Breeders' Crown went to Poconos, we really wanted to put an emphasis on this year at Mohawk. Of course, we both live in Canada. Toronto is our home, and we thought that this would be an opportunity for us to step forward and really participate in a meaningful way. And then from that came my involvement with the Breeders' Crown Challenge and so forth. But I have to tell you, Chad, that everyone that I see down here stops me and says they're looking forward to being in Toronto for the Breeders' Crown, coming to Mohawk. There's a lot of excitement and a lot of buzz about it down here already.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. I mean, we're excited, obviously, to play host. And as you know, this is such a great venue, and I'm happy to see it back here at Mohawk Park. Let's talk more about the Breeders' Crown Charity Challenge, something, you and Al and, of course, the Woodbine Entertainment Management were able to kind of come up with. Talk about the concept and how we're going to raise so much money for so many charities in the area here.
There's really two tracks to it. One was the idea of auctioning off some stallion shares, and was my thought that we would assemble the preeminent. We try to assemble the preeminent trotting stallions and pacing stallions in North America, and reached out to all of the breeders and syndicates who stand Captain Treacherous and Muscle Hill in Chapter 7, and Father Patrick and Sweet Lou, and these great stallions. And in most cases, you cannot get to these stallions because they're so well subscribed by their syndicates. So this will provide the public a chance to buy a breeding that is hard to get and not readily available. And so that was the idea of having that. And then we reached out to the people at the Lexington sales company and asked them to assist us in having a venue to auction these off. And it was thought this would be the perfect venue because so much of the industry is focused, and particularly the breeding part of the industry is focused here at this time of year, that it would be a great opportunity to present that and raise the maximum money possible. The other track was the 1% of Breeders' Cup Challenge, and we reached out to the all 4 divisional 2-year-old Breeders' Crown champions and asked if they would contribute 1% of their horses' earnings from the start of the campaign, their 3-year-old campaign, up to and including the Breeders' Crown, and those monies would then be added together with the stallion shares monies, and hopefully we're going to have a substantial amount of money to give out to very worthwhile charities.
Yeah, so many great charities in the area. This is going to go towards those 4 champions from last year already. I believe their combined earnings this year over $1 million, which is remarkable. It's going to be such a big fundraiser. Wednesday, October 2nd, before the session 2 of the sale gets underway, that's when the auction will be for these stallion shares or the stallion breedings. And I mean, it is, just as you mentioned, it's a who's who of stallions that will be auctioned off here. This will be a huge money raiser right here for the proceeds. Are we talking 6 figures, do you think, Marvin?
I don't want to jinx ourselves, but I would.
Okay.
I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic about it, and I think that we will. I think we're going to do very well. I think the fact remains that we're offering something that's not readily available, and It's going to be offered in the perfect venue here down at the Basic Tips and Sales, just prior to the beginning of the second night sale. There'll be a reception that both the Mohawk team and the sales company are hosting as well, so people can have a bit of a refreshment, a drink, and what have you. And Chad, I'm optimistic.
Well, we're very happy to hear about this, and I want to wish you the best of luck with that. Good luck in Lexington. We look forward to seeing you back here in a few weeks, of course, for the Breeders' Crown. And I want to thank you so much, not only for joining us, but thank you for your efforts and everything you do, Marvin, and continued success. Thank you so much for that. It's very kind of you, and it's greatly appreciated. Love to participate. Always enjoy talking with you as well, Chad. All right, great stuff. That is Marvin Katz. Of course, Breeders' Crown Charity Challenge already underway, and you can go vote for the 4 different charities by visiting bccharitychallenge.com. Plenty of information available there as well. And again, that stallion auction coming up on Wednesday, October the 2nd, down in Lexington, Kentucky.